Some jet engines are so powerful they can launch a 600-ton aircraft into the sky with ease. Others are built to run for thousands of hours without missing a beat. Together, they've carried millions of passengers faster and more efficiently than ever before. In this video, let's count down the 10 strongest passenger jet engines ever built, starting with the least powerful all the way up to the most powerful passenger jet engine ever made. The General Electric CF6-80C2 is more than just an engine. It is an aviation icon that powered a golden age of long-haul travel. Developing up to 62,100 pounds of thrust in its B7F variant, this high-bypass turbofan became the trusted power plant for a trio of aviation workhorses: the Boeing 747-400, the 767-300ER, and the Airbus A300-600. Its success was built on a foundation of exceptional durability and reliability, making it a favorite among airlines for its low operating costs and ease of maintenance. The CF6 series evolutionary design introduced numerous improvements in turbine cooling and aerodynamics, which significantly enhanced its fuel efficiency over previous models. For decades, the distinct whine of the CF6 was the sound of intercontinental flight, connecting cities across the globe and cementing General Electric's reputation as a premier engine manufacturer. The Rolls-Royce RB211-535E4 is the engine that gave the Boeing 757 its legendary performance, particularly on hot and high routes and transatlantic sectors. Generating a robust 60,600 pounds of thrust, it transformed the narrow-body 757 into a versatile and powerful aircraft, capable of operating from challenging airports with short runways. Its most significant and revolutionary feature was the incorporation of the wide-chord fan blade. These hollow titanium blades were a groundbreaking advancement, offering superior aerodynamic efficiency, reduced weight, and dramatically improved resistance to foreign object damage compared to the conventional solid blades of the era. The RB211-535E4's reliability and power made it the engine of choice for many flagship carriers, and its distinctive deep hum is still a recognizable sound at airports today. The Pratt & Whitney PW2000 series, particularly the PW2043 variant, delivering 43,000 pounds of thrust, represents a philosophy of intelligent design focused on overall efficiency rather than just raw power. As the competing engine to the Rolls-Royce RB211 on the Boeing 757, its advantages were found in its revolutionary lightweight construction and reduced maintenance requirements. It was the first engine in the world to enter service featuring a hollow, wide-chord fan blade constructed from a composite material surrounding a titanium core. This design provided exceptional strength and damage tolerance while shaving critical weight from the engine. Furthermore, the PW2000 incorporated a full-authority digital engine control system, which optimized performance and simplified pilot workload. The General Electric GEnx is a flagship engine of the 21st century, embodying a leap forward in materials science and efficiency. On the Boeing 747-8, the GEnx2 B67 variant produces 66,500 pounds of thrust, but its true revolution lies beneath the surface. It is the successor to the incredibly successful CF6 and incorporates a host of technologies derived from the record-breaking GE90. Its most notable feature is the extensive use of lightweight carbon fiber composites. Both the fan case and the fan blades are constructed from this advanced material, making it significantly lighter and more durable than its predecessors. This weight reduction directly translates to a remarkable 15% improvement in fuel efficiency. The GEnx also features a simpler, more robust design with fewer parts. For instance, it has 30% fewer Stage 1 turbine blades than the CF6, which enhances reliability and reduces maintenance needs. The Engine Alliance GP7000 is a monumental achievement in collaboration, born from a unique 50-50 joint venture between aviation giants General Electric and Pratt & Whitney. Created specifically for the Airbus A380, the world's largest passenger airliner, its GP7270 variant generates a colossal 76,500 pounds of thrust. This engine is a masterful fusion of proven technologies from its parent companies. It leverages a core derived from the ultra-reliable GE90 engine and combines it with the innovative fan and low-pressure turbine design from Pratt & Whitney's PW4000 series. This best-of-both-worlds approach mitigated development risk and resulted in an engine renowned for its exceptional reliability and fuel efficiency. The GP7000 was designed with the A380's mission in mind: long-haul flights requiring immense power, whisper-quiet operation for passenger comfort, and redundant systems for ultimate safety over oceans. It successfully powered versions of the A380 for leading airlines like Emirates and Air France, proving its capability to lift the massive double-decker aircraft with ease. The Rolls-Royce Trent 900 was the exclusive engine for many flagship carriers operating the Airbus A380, including Qantas and Singapore Airlines, and produces 77,000 pounds of thrust. It embodies the British manufacturer's philosophy of combining immense power with refined smoothness and remarkably quiet operation. This focus on passenger comfort made it the perfect match for the A380, which was marketed as a luxurious, quiet giant in the sky. The Trent 900 benefits from Rolls-Royce's signature three-spool design, which allows the fan, intermediate pressure, and high-pressure compressors to each rotate at their optimal speeds. This architecture provides superior throttle response, operational flexibility, and improved efficiency across a wide range of flight conditions. Built with advanced materials and cooling techniques, it delivers outstanding reliability on the ultra-long-haul routes the A380 was designed to fly. The engine's durability and performance were so confidence-inspiring that it enabled record-breaking long-distance flights. The Rolls-Royce Trent 800 is the engine that certified the original Boeing 777 as a reliable and powerful long-range twinjet, with its Trent 895 variant producing a massive 95,000 pounds of thrust. Its development was critical to the 777's success, as it needed to provide not only immense power but also flawless reliability to meet the stringent extended-range twin-engine operational performance standards requirements for transoceanic flights. The Trent 800's three-spool architecture offered significant advantages, including a stable core resistant to stalls and surges, which was a key factor in building regulatory and airline confidence in twin-engine operations over remote areas. It competed fiercely against the GE90 and PW4000 on the 777, powering a significant portion of the fleet for airlines like British Airways and American Airlines. The engine's robust design and excellent fuel efficiency made it an economic powerhouse for airlines, capable of flying the longest routes with heavy payloads. The General Electric GE90-110B1 is a testament to relentless innovation, producing an astounding 110,100 pounds of thrust for the Boeing 777-200LR and 300ER variants. Before the 115B claimed the absolute record, this was the most powerful engine in the world, and its development was a monumental engineering challenge. Its most radical innovation was the use of composite materials for the massive fan blades. These blades are not metal, they are woven from carbon fiber composites, making them incredibly lightweight and strong, so durable that they can withstand the impact of a large bird. The engine's enormous size, with a fan diameter stretching over 10 feet, also necessitated a redesign of test facilities, as no existing cell could handle its power output. The GE90-110B1 demonstrated that such unprecedented thrust levels were not only possible but also reliable and efficient. The Rolls-Royce Trent XWB-97, generating 97,000 pounds of thrust, is the most powerful engine ever built by Rolls-Royce and the exclusive power plant for the Airbus A350-1000. It represents the pinnacle of modern engine design, where immense thrust is perfectly balanced with exceptional efficiency and environmental performance. It holds the title of the world's most efficient large civil engine in service, contributing significantly to the A350's claim of a 25% advantage in fuel burn and emissions over previous generation aircraft. The XWB stands for Extra Wide Body, referring to its large fan diameter designed to move enormous volumes of air for optimal efficiency. The Trent XWB incorporates advanced materials like ceramic matrix composites in the combustor, which can withstand temperatures that would melt traditional metals, allowing for a more complete and cleaner combustion process. The GE9X currently holds the world record for the highest thrust generated by a commercial aircraft engine, reaching a staggering 134,300 pounds of thrust during testing. Designed exclusively for the Boeing 777X, the GEnx is a technological marvel. With a fan diameter of 134 inches and composite fan blades is not just powerful, it's also efficient, boasting a 10% improvement in fuel consumption over its predecessor, the GE90. What's even more astonishing is that it manages all this while being the quietest engine in its class. GE9X is the future of high-thrust, long-range aviation, and when the 777X finally enters full service, it will carry this record-breaking engine into the next chapter of commercial flight. Few engines in history have ever combined such immense scale with such refined performance. So, which of these engines impressed you the most? Do you prefer raw power or futuristic efficiency? Let us know in the comments below. In 1903, a fragile machine of wood and fabric lifted for just 12 seconds and changed history. That first aircraft made by the Wright brothers carried them only 120 feet, but it took human imagination even further. From that moment to today, we've built aircrafts that can carry hundreds of people across continents in mere hours. But how exactly did aviation leap from the Wright Flyer to Boeing's most advanced jets? Let's unfold the story. The Wright Flyer of 1905 looked more like a bicycle with wings than an aircraft. It weighed just 605 pounds and had a wingspan of 40 feet. Its 12-horsepower engine could barely push it past 30 miles per hour. Yet it introduced control. The Wrights invented wing warping for roll, a movable rudder for yaw, and even an elevator for pitch. Their flyer was a machine you could steer. The world took notice right away. Within a decade, aviation became a global fascination. By 1914, the outbreak of World War I transformed airplanes from novelties into weapons. Aircraft like the Sopwith Camel and Fokker DR-1 fought dogfights over Europe. Engines jumped from 30 horsepower to over 200 horsepower. Top speeds climbed from 40 miles per hour to nearly 120 miles per hour. Designers learned how struts, staggered wings, and streamlined cowls improved performance. For the first time, aluminum began replacing wood in critical parts. But these were still fragile machines. Pilots sat exposed in open cockpits, and navigation was primitive. And yet, the foundations of modern aviation like lift, thrust, drag, and control were all here. Once the war ended, engineers wondered if airplanes could move from battlefields to carry passengers across the world. The 1920s and 1930s became the golden age of aviation. Charles Lindbergh's Spirit of St. Louis. Louis flew non-stop from New York to Paris in 1927, a 33-hour journey that captured global attention. His single-engine plane carried just one pilot and 450 gallons of fuel, but it proved transatlantic flight possible. Commercial aviation blossomed. Pan Am's flying boats, like the Boeing 314 Clipper, carried passengers in luxury across oceans and were complete with lounges and dining rooms. On land, the Douglas DC-3 revolutionized air travel. Introduced in 1935, it could carry 21 passengers at 200 miles per hour, over 1,500 miles. Airlines finally had a plane that was profitable without government subsidies. Many historians say the DC-3 made modern airlines possible. All-metal designs became standard. The Junkers F-13 was the first all-metal transport, while monoplanes replaced biplanes for efficiency. Retractable landing gear and variable pitch propellers appeared. Speeds reached 250 miles per hour. By the late 1930s, designers were already asking what would truly define the future of aviation. Would it be speed, size, or maybe efficiency? Take your guesses in the comments below and we'll answer that at the very end. Slowly, aviation started to take shape in World War II, when piston engines reached their limits and jets arrived. World War II pushed aviation into overdrive. Fighters like the P-51 Mustang reached nearly 440 miles per hour, while the B-29 bomber carried bombs over 3,000 miles. But piston engines were reaching their limits. The breakthrough came with jet propulsion. In 1939, Germany's Heinkel HE-178 became the first jet to fly. By 1944, the Messerschmitt Me-262 entered combat and reached 540 miles per hour, which was far beyond any propeller plane. Britain fielded the Gloucester Meteor soon after. The jet age had arrived. After the war, civilian jets followed. In 1952, the de Havilland Comet entered service as the world's first commercial jetliner. It flew at 500 miles per hour with a pressurized cabin. Early crashes due to metal fatigue taught engineers vital lessons about stress and design, and Boeing learned quickly. In 1958, the Boeing 707 took off with swept wings and powerful turbojets. It could carry 150 passengers at nearly 600 miles per hour across oceans nonstop. The world suddenly felt smaller. Jets had proven speed and distance. The next question was, how big could airliners get, and could they even fly faster than sound? The 1960s brought two different revolutions. One was size, the other was speed. In 1969, Boeing unveiled the 747, the first wide-body jumbo jet. With its double-aisle, upper-deck hump, and capacity of over 400 passengers, it democratized long-haul travel. Suddenly, middle-class families could afford to fly overseas. The 747 became the queen of the skies, with a range over 5,000 miles and a maximum takeoff weight of nearly 900,000 pounds. At the same time, engineers chased supersonic dreams. The Concorde, developed by Britain and France, entered service in 1976. It cruised at Mach 2, which is twice the speed of sound, and flew from New York to London in just over 3 hours. The Soviet Tu-144 even beat it into the air, though briefly. Concorde dazzled the world with its speed, but it came at a cost. Each plane burned enormous amounts of fuel, carried just 100 passengers, and produced sonic booms that banned it from most overland routes. Here's something to think about. If technology had conquered Mach 2, why did the slower 747 win commercially? The answer lies in economics. The jumbo carried 4 times as many people at far lower costs. Speed was a thrill, but efficiency ultimately ruled. And as airlines turned away from speed, they looked towards safety, efficiency, and computers to guide the next generation. By the 1980s, jets were safer, larger, and more capable than ever. The Airbus A320, launched in 1988, brought fly-by-wire controls. Instead of cables and pulleys, computers interpreted pilot inputs and adjusted control surfaces. This reduced errors, saved weight. It ensured flying was made smooth as could be. Engines also transformed. High bypass turbofans became the norm, where most of the air bypasses the core for quieter, more efficient thrust. The Boeing 757 and Boeing 767 brought a twin-engine reliability to long-haul routes. The Boeing 777, launched in 1995, was the largest twin-jet ever and could carry up to 400 passengers. With ETOPS certification, it could fly transoceanic routes once reserved for 4-engine aircraft. Composites started appearing in tail fins, rudders, and floor beams. GPS improved navigation while glass cockpits replaced analog gauges. By the 1990s, aviation was more precise and efficient than ever before. The industry improved parts, but was also about to reinvent the airplane itself with a new material that changed everything. The 2000s marked the dawn of carbon fiber giants. Boeing's 787 Dreamliner, first delivered in 2011, was made of 50% composite materials. Its lighter body and advanced engines cut fuel burn by 20%. Passengers enjoyed larger windows, higher humidity, and lower cabin altitude. All these additions made long-haul flights less exhausting. Airbus answered with the A350, which was similarly composite-heavy and efficient. Both jets enabled long, thin routes connecting smaller city pairs non-stop that had been something uneconomical before. Meanwhile, Boeing stretched the 747 into the 747-8, giving it raked wings and new engines. Airbus went in the opposite direction with the A380, the largest passenger plane ever, seating over 800 passengers in all economy layouts. But airlines found it too big, and production ended by 2021. The market had spoken and found that efficiency mattered more than size. Which brings us to today, when aviation balances efficiency with sustainability and looks once again to speed. Today's flagship is the Boeing 777X, with a 235 feet wingspan. To fit into airport gates, its tips fold upward on the ground. Its GEnx engines produce 110,000 pounds of thrust each, which makes them the largest turbofans ever built. Sustainability is the new frontier. Airlines are testing sustainable aviation fuels from plants and waste oils, which can cut carbon emissions by up to 80%. Airbus is studying hydrogen-powered designs. hybrid electric regional jets are being prototyped, and supersonic dreams are returning. Boom Supersonic's Overture promises Mach 1.7 passenger flights by the late 2020s, carrying 65 to 80 travelers on transoceanic routes. The challenge will be the same as Concorde, making speed affordable and sustainable. Remember that Concorde didn't fail because it couldn't fly. It failed because it couldn't make money. The 1990s question of practical supersonics is still open, and if Boom and others succeed in the future, we may see speed return. But only if green fuels and new economics support it. Which leaves us with the larger arc. What does this entire journey really mean? From the Wright Flyer's fragile fabric wings to Boeing's carbon fiber giants, aviation has evolved in leaps, each driven by a mix of necessity and imagination. Wars brought speed and strength, airlines demanded size and efficiency, passengers asked for comfort and safety, and now the planet asks for sustainability. Every age had its symbol: the biplane, the DC-3, the 707, the 747, the Concorde, the 787. Each solved the problems of its time while opening new possibilities. The Wright brothers could never have imagined hundreds of people streaming movies at 35,000 feet, yet their flyer carried the seed of every jet to come. From wood and canvas to carbon fiber and folding wings, the story of aviation spans just over a century, yet it reshaped the world. And remember that question from the 1930s? The answer is clear in 2025. Speed dazzled but faded. Even aircraft size peaked but fell away. Efficiency is the only path that endured. If you enjoyed this journey through the evolution of flight, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you know when we come back with more videos about the machines that change the world.